everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday. I know it's a new time, guys. I apologize, but it's only going to be for about 4 weeks. It's just for August, and then we'll go back to 7:30. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight.
I am good. Thank you, Fab. It's been a little bit, but I'm back. Never forgotten.
Guys, I just want to introduce you to a new collector. He hasn't been around really. He's new to the community. He doesn't really collect much, but uh,
He's
it's
funny.
been how long now? Two
It's
two
been a
months?
couple.
About like 2 months.
It's been like a week.
It's been like a week. Guys, so we have a little bit to talk about, but first, before we get started, a couple of things. So number one, I have to apologize to you guys for the RCN stream. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it was he only gave me a 30 to 40 minute slot. He's in Korea, so at 9:30 p.m. here, it's 10:30 a.m. over there. So he had stuff to do, obviously. So he said 30 to 40 minutes. So that's why it felt rushed. I was 100% rushing. That's why I couldn't get to your questions. I couldn't, spend time asking, or popping up your questions, and asking him. Obviously, you saw that he had an interpreter for that reason. Language was a problem, and also those questions that I was asking, I already had them set up, and I had sent them to him already, so he could prepare, the answers in English. Before he ended up getting the interpreter, which he told me after the fact. So that's number one. Number two, it looks like I am not going to be getting my Ecto One. I had ordered my Ecto One from Comic Concepts last year. Paid the deposit. I just paid him friends and family on PayPal. It was supposed to be here last Friday. It was shipped apparently 2 weeks ago. Never showed up. I look at the tracking. The tracking's not moving. I messaged the guy, the owner. He gives me the runaround. He tells me it'll be leave Monday. Well, it's Tuesday. It still hasn't moved. He pretty much called me crazy and offered me a refund. So I'm taking my refund. The guy's playing games, I guess, because I'm not part of his little crew. And so, he for him to offer me a refund goes to show, I never shipped your shit. So here's your money back. So that's my experience with that person. That's my first and only experience with that company. I will never order from there again. I'm not the only one who's had bad experiences with that company. That company seems to be crap. So it's just upsetting. I'm going to have to find it somewhere else, which shouldn't be a problem. But just so you guys understand why it's been so long, I posted in my group that the Ecto One was on its way. Like I said, it's still Tuesday. It's not here, so it's going to be delayed. But I will get you guys that video because I want that piece. Now we got to wait and see if he plays games with my refund, because that is going to be another problem. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, very depressing that there are companies like that in the community. But what are you going to do? You want to take, things that happen in the community, make them personal and involve money and stuff like that with it. That's his problem. That, God bless you. But I am done with that company. It's ridiculous. Am I better, Flavio?
No, yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Let me see who's in here real quick. So yeah, guys, I just want to start off with that, just because it's really it's frustrating, it's depressing, it's annoying. You make a payment and then they give you the run, and then on top of that, call you crazy. Oh, not everybody's out to get you. You clearly are if you tell me that my shit's gonna be out on Monday and it's Tuesday and it hasn't moved. And it was supposed to be shipped 2 weeks ago. So yeah, you are out to get me. You know what I mean? So it's disgusting. Again, for you guys who's had great experiences there, God bless you. I'm just telling you guys what I'm going through right now, this minute. This just happened seconds ago. So yeah, let me see who's let me start. Peyton in the house, how are you, my friend? Be real in the house, how are you? Thank you for being here. Some guy in the house, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Thule in the house, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is here. Hit that like button. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you don't mind. There's 20 of you in here. We got Luis in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. This guy doesn't even collect, and he won a Tony Stark head sculpt. Unbelievable. Can you imagine? Now He's got to find a Fison body to put it on. It's unbelievable. This guy. Nefty in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Bobo in the house. How are you, my friend? Yes, everybody was in here early. Thank you, guys. That's a first. So yeah, Mr. Mom in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Don't be late. I was actually on perfect. I was actually on time, but I was on dealing with that situation literally right before we started. So it's just frustrating. It's really annoying. You know what I mean? And again, the fact that he offered me the refund himself goes to show that he never shipped anything. So it's easy for him to give me the refund back if he hasn't shipped anything. It's already Tuesday, and it should have been. I could show you guys what the screenshot said, and it doesn't make any sense. So he came after me for, obviously I'm not friends with his friends. I'm not friends with him, period. I've never ordered from him besides that. And look how it turned out. So we'll see how long it takes for him to send my refund. I told him it shouldn't take weeks, like it's been taken for my vehicle to ship, but we'll see. No, it's crazy. Let's see who else is in here. We got a super chat. Thanks for first. This guy. See what happens? See what happens when you come to the right show as a non-collector. Unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. This is
thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro. We got Miami in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in here. We got Axel, who didn't respond today. How are you, my friend? He's like, I'm not responding. I don't want to be here. We got Chris in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Yep, on my Ecta 1, I got played big time, but I get my money back, so it is what it is. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But if that's what you want to do business, good luck. You know what I mean? Everybody that, not everybody, a lot of people on here have complained about the customer service and their stuff over there. So it's got to be a, what do you call it? Some type of, routine or pattern that they got going there that they don't really care. But I am good. Like I said, it was my first and last and only order there, and I am good with that. Well, yeah, no, it was crazy. It was insane. Like anger, like I was pissed off and frustrated. And again, just go play games with somebody else. It's not $200. It's almost $1,900. You know what I mean? Like, who are you? Like, what are you playing games for? You know what I mean? If you want to take petty shit that happens in the community and make it personal, then fucking talk to me. Excuse me, talk to me. Don't try to play games with a grown ass man. I know you're 25 years old, but still, like, what the hell? Yeah, like it's crazy. Well, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear. Big bad toast. Yeah, I think like exactly. As soon as he offered me the refund, I knew that I was gonna go right to Big Bad Toy Store and order it there, just because I know they carry it. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And he could go celebrate with his buddies. Oh, look, he ended up not getting his order. Good, you lost out on money, idiot. So that's that. Chris in the house. How are you, my friend? Let's see. Well, 0 Ecto 1. No, no, I'll get it. Because like I said, I'm excited for that piece. I missed out on the first one. I missed out on the Ghostbusters. So that's my piece. So we'll see. Hopefully I could get it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I know it sucks. Annoying. Harold in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Eric in the house. How are you, my friend? I pissed off the Sideshow Facebook group page because I said it was. You're gonna get blocked. I got blocked. You know why I got blocked?
Don't do that.
You know why I got blocked from that website? For posting my collection, and obviously, I guess they can't be associated with third parties, and I got tons of that. So when I would post a figure, there would be third parties around it, and I got removed from the group just because of that. And I'm like, how can you be a collecting group and it's only collecting for what you want? So that's what happened. And I don't miss the group. I miss out on the giveaways that they do from the group, but that's about it. But it doesn't matter. It is what it is. Andreas in the house. How are you, my friend? Hey, what company? Comic Concepts. Horrible nightmare of a company. The worst. The worst. The worst. The worst. The worst.
Unreal.
Wait.
Unbelievable.
Wait. Looks like I'm getting my refund. I only got.
Bear with him, folks.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure that
As we are
I get everything right away before I continue.
having
because
tough
I don't
times
want
as
any games.
collectors coming up.
I don't want any games. It's crazy. It's insane. It's disgusting, but it is what it is. Frank, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got the Thor in the house. How are Bigfoot in the wall? See, you haven't been around in how long? In how long?
1 week, my friend.
Let me see.
Guys, was I really gone that long? I don't think it was that long. I mean, it's summertime. Your boy was out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was. You know what this guy had the nerve to say to me? This is what he had the nerve to say to me.
Let's hear it, because guys, tell me if I'm tripping or not.
What he said. This is what he had the nerve to say to me. I don't care about collecting. I want to live my regular life without these stupid toys. That's what he said to me.
That's bullcrap. That's bullcrap. I did not say that. Doesn't even sound like a wording that I would say.
Oh man, Rob in the house. How are you, my
Get
friend?
outta
Thank you
here.
for being here. We have Revenge of the Sith. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got David in the house. How are you, my friend? No, they're in. I don't even know where he's at. But it looks like I got my It looks like I'm getting my refund. So hold on. Yeah, it says pending. One is pending.
Uh-oh.
So
Hopefully
we'll
they both
see.
hit.
Yeah, hopefully they better. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. This is insane. I shouldn't have to be dealing with this stuff right now. This is insane.
This is the reality of collecting.
No, this is crazy. I would have never expected. You know what I mean? Anything. Again, I never had an issue with the guy. I never had a personal problem with the guy. Never, ever, ever, ever. If anything, he was asking me to order from him because he knew, how much I ordered. So he asked me, when are you going to start ordering from me? And so I said, when you have payment plans, but he never did. And then when he did, I guess it was already too late. I already have everything pre-ordered with Sacho as it is. So, it's not my fault. So for him to get mad at me over God knows what, I don't know, Rob in the house. How are you? We got Frank Night Rises. How are you, my friend? Hey, Fabs, quick question. When pre-ordering these artists and figures, would it be refreshing the RSVP? I got, guys, I don't know. I could guarantee you that it's going to disappear from the coming soon page and it's going to go on the regular page. But I think I'm going to assume we're going to get emails. It looks like apparently we're getting them the 17th and the 18th. So next week, not this Thursday and Friday, next Thursday and Friday. It says 9 a.m. Pacific time, which means 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. And so I don't know, I don't know what's gonna end up happening, but I think that I don't think you're gonna get it from the RSVP page. I think you're gonna have to go on the main page. But again, I think we're gonna wait they're gonna send out emails. They have to. The Thor breaking news content. Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's like, to me, is the craziest thing. Like what? Insane.
Are you kidding me?
Yo, it's crazy. I'm so like shocked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, that's how you treat customers because you have some made up issue with them. Like, what? It's insane. It's insane. What happened with? Well, just rewind it. I don't want to keep giving him clout. Just rewind it. It's Lucho with the super chat again. He says, "Sorry, Fabi. I spoke to John. He went to this guy. Unbelievable. I don't think so." Oh man. Damn, I missed some actual some axe wolves. Oh my god. Some axe. Let's see. This is awesome. It's Fabio in action. No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys. It's crazy. Thor, I'm still here. Mad Planner, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. All right, we got gonna be some successful next week. Heard it here first. Absolutely. It's gonna get crazy.
It's gonna be
Hello, man.
bad.
Sorry, I'm gonna make this. It's insane, guys. It's insane. I can't believe it. I thought when the Thor, you were telling me your story, I was like, no way. I was like, it can't be that bad. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Bad. I think for arena suit Boba, they staggered RSVPs in your account. I didn't get them. Yeah, I'm not. If they send emails, I cannot count on emails. You want to know why? Because my emails are Hotmail and they don't refresh as quickly as Gmail. So
Oh,
yeah,
you're
so
outdated.
no, so yeah, so I have to be on the website from 12, from like 11:58, just waiting until something happens because that's gonna be the only way.
I don't think it's gonna pop up though on the normal page. I think the collectors will be. I think the sculpted will be there.
Oh, I don't know. I
But the
I
artisan
I
piece,
feel like we're gonna get them the rooted and the what do you call it, and the sculpted together at the same time, and then obviously Anakin the next day.
well, yeah, but I'm saying I think for it to pop up to you though, for the artisan version, I don't think it's gonna pop up to you unless you RSVP'd because that would be
Oh, right, correct.
that would be the
Yes,
purpose
correct.
of the limited
Correct. Absolutely.
quantity.
Yeah. If you're
It's
not
not gonna just
RSVP, you're
be
not gonna get
on.
it. Correct. If you're not gonna, if you didn't RSVP, you're not gonna get. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have
Well,
to get an
still, but
email
the
to get
people
a
that
link.
RSVP'd though, there's a
You're gonna get.
chance that you can't
I have
though.
a feeling you're gonna get an email that's gonna send you right to the figure. That's what's gonna happen.
Right, yeah.
Uncarded reviews. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna get right into it. So we got a release. It looks decent. It looks nice, at least from the pictures. I didn't even know that this was out. Here's the red pill. Beautiful. Look at that. That's a new accessory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. What is this? Is this like a is this just
It's like
photoshopped? Or is
no,
this
it's
part of like the background?
no. I think those are effect pieces. I think that
Oh,
you
look
might
at
get.
that. That would be cool. But where do they how do they stand? Like where do they
I
go?
think they're just photoshopped, but I know there are those some type effect pieces where it's like bullet stoppage.
What do you think of this figure? Do you like it? Do you think it's like unnecessary? It's very blah, I tell you that. It's very blah.
I don't know. Like honestly, I'm really like, you know,
You know,
upset about the Matrix. Like I really loved 1, 2, and 3, but I don't even think I watched Resurrection now that I think about it. Like I never got to watch it, but I really would like the classic looking Neo. Like if it was up to me, that I would be good with that, and that's it. But I mean,
yeah,
it's a great piece. It's a great piece. Don't get me
I
wrong. I
don't
think
think
that
go ahead.
I think the sculpt looks good. You know what I mean? I think the likeness to Keanu present date, with the long hair, John Wickish, the hair sculpt looks good too, but it kind of looks like, I don't know, just like,
This reminds me of Johnny Silverhand a lot.
yeah,
Like, and I feel like this is very similar to that figure, guys. I don't know. Again, very blah, plain black everywhere. Nothing that stands out. Nothing that
super big
pops.
base too. Like I don't
Yeah.
want that. Like with
Well,
it.
this is the same base that they got for the first one. Remember the first Neo? They got that big triangular base, that diamond.
Yeah, but that one
base.
made sense though too, because like.
Not really. How is that? I feel like those huge bases don't make any sense.
Well, they could have did a rectangular base, I think, but I think he does need a lot of. It warrants a lot of that space though, because if you have him doing a lot of the acrobatics, like I would always see those pictures in the groups of people with the classic Neo
with
where
the first one. Yes, upside
so
down.
you need the base for that, but this one, like, dude, he's just gonna go like this with the effect pieces that you get, and the pill look, or you could probably make him do some crazy stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a cool
me,
piece. I love the Matrix. I understand it, but
it's
love
gonna
the
be a classy piece. It's
I
gonna be
love the
very
old
classy.
school Matrix, if that
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
gonna be very classy. But again, to me, very block, just very plain, all black. Again, not that it's a bad thing. It's just there's nothing that pops about it. There's nothing that stands out about it. There's nothing that catches your eye about it besides, just
Right.
plain black, all black. And then not only that, but are you going to display with the sunglasses? Are you going to show off his face? You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
just that's
I
like your
will
main accessory.
I will say the assortment of hands in this release is pretty cool. Like, you know what I mean? Nice, cool gestures for the figure. Obviously, a lot of like, kind of like stopping poses and weird little gestures like that. But I don't know. I could honestly go backwards on this Matrix line and be okay. Like if I ended up snagging the old school one.
Is that going for expensive? I don't know. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
way like
Yeah,
crazy,
see, I
probably.
didn't even know. See,
But
look, this is an effect. You're right. It looks like the bullets are coming out of the
yeah, I think it's like a clear
slow motion. Yeah, look at that.
plastic rod or something that holds it up,
Oh, it's like a little stand.
like kind of like the let's just say like the death trooper with the or
Oh,
the
yeah, I
dark
got you,
trooper with
got you.
the
Yes, with
Luke,
that.
something like that, like a
Yes,
podium
yes,
style stand.
that halfway base.
Yeah, don't
Now,
quote me on that, but I think it's
now,
not.
question for you. What would you rate this out of 10 right now, just from the pictures? What do you think this is to you?
I would say like a 7,
7, really? See,
like a 7.5, a 7.5. Let me
I
stop
think the
playing.
head sculpt looks great.
No,
There's no
I'm saying overall the release.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying the head sculpt. The
No,
head
no,
sculpt
correct.
I'd say is like an 8 or 9. Like
Right. Yeah, no, I like the head sculpt. I give the head sculpt right now, just seeing it, I think it's a 9 head sculpt. The figure looks fine. There's nothing wrong with the figure. It's just again very plain, very blunt.
right,
And there's nothing, you can't really complain about that because that's what he looks like in the movie,
right,
so there's nothing you could do.
right.
But it's just very, it's very blah. Again, I pre-ordered it, it's coming, but it's just, it's just a very blah figure.
I think for this, you definitely have to be a fan of Resurrection and then be a fan of Matrix after that, if that makes sense.
Is that Comic Con is not
to get
taking
this
pre-orders
piece.
for Ecto 3? This guy, unbelievable. Oh man. He says, I like the Sculpt Joker. That's what, yeah, that Joker's gonna be. We gotta get into that, guys, too.
Wait,
Oh, it's a plastic. Yeah, I figured it was some type of, that stuff, those effects that they give you, and like those background effects. Fabs RSVP, the Comic-Con said, like waiting on the cure for what for watermelon eating. Action in the box. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Congratulations on hitting 500, guys. He hit 500 subs. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. Action in the box YouTube. Welcome, my friend. We got 16 Junkie says this looks like a kid. Yeah, it's just again very blah to me, just very basic, very plain, nothing exciting about it. But again, it's going to be a really classy piece standing next to the old one. If you guys have the Mr. Smith's figures from the third party ones and Trinity, they're going to look amazing. They're going to look incredible together. So you don't have to worry about how it's going to look in your collection. It's just as a figure overall, it's just very plain, very boring, very blah.
That's why I said, like, if you get this figure, like, in my eyes, you would have to be a fan of Resurrection and then a fan of Matrix after that. Like, if you're going to get this piece, like, I don't think a Matrix fan this would be their first piece to get. You know what I mean?
Miami says he gives it a 6 overall. I'm assuming that's not bad. I mean, that's kind of low, but
yeah, that was like mid. Dang.
I love the Matrix, but I'll wait for another. Yeah, I mean, it's not something. I mean, obviously, unless you're like hardcore fan of the franchise, then by all means. But it's nothing that that you necessarily need in your collection. I want it because number one, I want to be able to compare it with the Johnny Silverhand. And number two, having the original one, it makes sense to get this one. But again, it's not something that you must have unless, obviously, again, you're a fan of it. Those bullets are on a rectangle plastic. Oh, wow. I haven't seen that. Like I said, I didn't even know this was out. What were you going to say, Flavio?
I was going to say, you heard about that rumor that people are saying that, you know, he's gonna like cameo in this new Star Wars stuff. But dang, I wonder if somebody just said that.
But
Art Castro, I thought he touched kind of on that, but I just hope they don't kind of use this as a base. If they do use, like, if we do see him in Star Wars, like, hopefully they do a completely new.
what do you
know
mean
what
as
I
a
mean?
base? Do what as a base?
This head sculpt, like,
No, you're gonna get a whole new one for him. They're not gonna use
right,
this. Like, so what they usually do is, like, for example, this is 99.9% pretty close to the Johnny Silverhand head sculpt. So all they did, I could guarantee you, is tweak a couple things here and there when they made them. You know, they're not going to give you a whole brand new head, especially with the fact that
well, that's what I'm
the
saying for
hair,
this.
the hair was different for both characters. So that right there alone is their difference. They could give you the same exact face with two different hair sculpts, and that's it. You know,
Right. Well,
so
that's what I'm saying. Hopefully they don't use this as a base for that.
no,
Like, if they
no,
use
because
him
think about it. Think about when by this time now, when do you think they're gonna announce that figure? Not anytime soon. So
now,
by
yeah,
then, you
you're
know,
right.
by then it's gonna be a brand new head sculpt altogether. So, you know, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Andrea says I got the third party Fishbone Neo from the first Matrix, and it's actually good. Comes with 9. Oh my god, I don't think Fishbone. I don't remember that one. Fishbone. I don't remember that at all. Roberto Castro, how are you, my friend? Dímelo, Fabio, and finally catching. Like, yeah, welcome, my friend. Western News, Matrix people are just wondering when you're talking Star Wars. Yeah, no, we're gonna get into all that stuff in a little bit. Dark Raven. Waiting for John Wick 4. Yeah, John Wick 4 figures are gonna be so good. So good for the pre-orders. So again, guys, here's that little clear thing. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but we'll see what it looks like in hand. Doesn't look like it's anything crazy. Fabs, the 31st anniversary today of my work. That's how
It may take a little longer if you keep playing.
this guy. Unbelievable. I'm shocked, guys.
That's insane, dude.
I'm so shocked. I'm like right now. I'm like I can't process what just happened. Like I cannot.
You can't compute.
Yeah, like it's like the most mind-boggling thing I've ever had to deal with to a certain extent, I guess. All right, so this figure again. Oh my god, here we go. Here we go with the drama. All right, so here we go with the next figure, guys. So we got the Mark 7 D100 celebration piece. It's out. I don't know if it's shipping yet. I don't think so. But I do have some good news. I ended up getting this from somebody for retail. Shout out to you know who. I'm not gonna mention names, but I'm getting this for retail, and hopefully, I should be getting the Wonder Woman also for retail. Shout out to you know who. Again, I don't want to ruin it, but they're both coming home. Obviously, with this one, I didn't get the email, so I was asked out as it was. And the Wonder Woman, when I went to look for, she was gone. So, but I'm excited. So, Flavio, now seeing this, you know, blogger pictures, how do you feel about this piece? How do you feel? Do you feel like it was necessary after getting that new Mark 7? Do you think the fact that it's a different, you know, paint color is, you know, is so worth the amount of money that it's going for, which is over $400 some dollars? Do you think that the fact that it's a celebration piece, it's worth that much money? Do you think that having that fancy A in the back, you know, you know, does that make it worth what it is? You let me know.
I don't know. It's a dope piece. I'm gonna just start off by saying that. Like, it's a really, really good looking piece for any Iron Man fan, I think. But overall, I don't know about, like, you know, that little background piece, the A. I don't know if that would be something that I necessarily use. But from the blogger pics, and I also seen Sideshow did their little video. The piece looks awesome, and I think it kind of was necessary, because I think they're starting to make these like in scale to what the newer 1/6 Iron Man, you know, figures are. So I don't know. I feel like in that sense, yeah, because they like updated it, but I don't know if the paint job is necessary. I don't know. I think
I
it's
I,
cool
I
though. I'm in the middle. Like it's a cool piece. Obviously, if I would have been able to get it, but I didn't go for it because I don't know.
Well, it's not that you didn't go for it. You didn't get the email because this was the one that they were sending the emails out for the ones who did get it. So it wasn't
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
right.
right.
So you didn't get it not because you didn't want it, but you didn't get it because they didn't choose
This
you.
was a really hard one to get.
Absolutely. This was one of like the craziest ones because it was like whoever they picked. You know what I mean? Like that was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That was really crazy. Uncarded Review says that RC and Lifestream was fired. Definitely appreciate. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, not many people showed up to it, but it was great. I had fun, learning about this new company. Literally they popped up in May, apparently. So, brand new company. They're gonna obviously the owner is gonna come back every time there's a new product, hopefully, and talk about the product. So, so that's exciting for me, at least for the channel. Hopefully next time we could have the panel on and be able to ask questions and obviously have you guys ask questions as well. I try to get as many questions and more of more most of the questions that I had for him, if you guys remember, were mostly about the business, mostly about what makes him, decide, why 400 pieces, why, what's the mentality behind that, what, and the things he said, he wants us to be able to resell our head sculpts and make money on them. He said he didn't come into the hobby, to make money. He just wanted to create good products. So as of now, it looks like it's a decent company. You know what I mean? We can't really judge much. There's nothing. We don't have anything in hand. Um, Obviously, the ones who are going to be able to say anything about the product is the people who have it. Obviously, shout out to Joker J, Chris Santos, and Luis for winning the head sculpts. Joker J won the Andrew Garfield. Luis won the Tony Stark, and Chris won the John Wick. So I can't wait for you guys to to post them and to tell us how they are, because obviously we won't know until you guys post about it. I meant Revan is supposed to be played by yes, I did hear that. We're definitely getting a new head sculpt for that. We're not, it's not going to be reused anything. I can't wait to get this arm. So the thing, yeah, this guy, unbelievable. Rub it in my face, why don't you? So the thing about this piece to me is this. I love Iron Man. You guys know I have pretty much every single Iron Man that's out there. The problem with this Iron Man is this. It's very soon to get another Mark 7 when we just got a Mark 7, right? I want to say 2 years ago now. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I think we got the Mark 7 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
I
like
know.
it must have been 2 years ago. I think it was about 2 years ago. So, very soon they're reusing everything. They're just repainting it, silver. It's cool because you're getting a variant, right? That's the only thing that makes it cool. If you have a Mark 7, right, which is the original, you need this, it's up to you if you want the different color, right? Um, what makes this special to me is the base. This background for the base is this Avengers A thing. That's what makes it stand out to me. But at the end of the day, it's just a variant of a Mark 7. Um,
It's the celebration around it is what's
that exactly, which is the base. You know what I mean? It's the base and the silver. That's it that make the figure. So again, it's a cool piece. It's a cool piece because it's a variant, and you guys know I love variants, but the way they went about getting this piece was not cool. Like not cool at all. Like not even a little bit. Like we didn't even get a chance. At least like when we go, try, like we're trying, and then once the website starts crashing, we're like, oh, it is what it is. But to not even be picked, that hurts. That
right.
hurt. That hurt a lot. Uh, let's see. Roberto says, "Is Arjun doing?" Yeah, good man. Can you imagine? I wish. I wish it was a setup. It was a Can't wait to see it in here. Yeah, yeah. Chris got the John Wick. I can't wait to see what it looks like. hit that like button, guys. Please don't forget. And yes, don't forget the raffle, guys. 11 spots left. $50 donation to the raffle pot. And there's a ton of things you can win. I just added classic Loki. I added Moon Knight. So those are also eligible for choosing if you're a winner. So I'm making it good, guys. It's just up to you guys to want to play. About a month ago or so, people were getting the waitlisted conversions. Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't get that. I didn't get it at all. But it goes to show, what does that mean? It means that they made, they didn't make a limited amount. They're making more. So that's a good thing, I guess, But yeah, I'm very excited for this piece because of that, being able to get it at least, So I can't wait to display it. Obviously, when I get it, I'm gonna do the video with both, the Mark 7 original and then this one, so you guys can see the color difference. A lot of people missed out on that Darkcast Mark 7. So if you got the opportunity to get this one, why the hell not? You know what I mean? By all means, if you got the chosen to get the with the email, get it. Flavio, what is your favorite Iron Man Mark suit?
Oh no, that's a tough one because I don't know. I think I like, besides Mark 1, I like 3.
Besides Mark 1, you like 3. 3? Why 3? 3 is like one of the most basic ones besides 2.
I don't know, just because it was
besides 4.
The movie, just the movie itself, like the nostalgia.
Oh, I got
me remembering like when I went to go see that movie and seeing that,
Love the colors. Yeah,
but like I also like 87, obviously, like Endgame, all his newer suits, and 47 is really cool too.
Did you just say 87?
Or you know what I mean?
85.
Yeah. But I like 47 as well from Homecoming.
47 is nice. 47,
Yeah.
47. That 47 suit.
I think that one's probably like one of my top 5.
Well,
for sure.
It's this color scheme. If you realize it's this,
but it has gold in it too, though, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. No gold at all.
At all?
At all. If it does, it's got it.
I thought it had it on the head.
Yeah, on the helmet.
You see?
Yeah, but that's it. Everything else is silver and red.
But it throws it off. It balances it out.
Suck it. The Thor says night as well. Might as well add Ecto 1. That Ecto 1. So if someone would imagine, can you imagine? Oh my god, insane. This guy. Mark 7 is best. Commander Crook in the house. How are you? I didn't even realize you had just came in. How are you? Welcome. Midas is fire. Midas, that I don't know if you guys saw that Shanghai exclusive Midas. It was the gold chrome Shanghai exclusive Midas. That piece was a must-have for me, and it took me years to get it. And it was going for like $1,500 at one point, and I ended up getting it for like $220, and I was so happy. And it's still here.
That's crazy that's never been one of your figures of the week.
No, because I never think about Iron Man unless it's like one of those like really new ones. But because there's so many. But the one thing about that figure was what was it? The Mark. What was I talking about? The Mark 7?
I think.
No, what the
hell?
No,
you were
talking about the Midas.
Right.
So I have 2 regular Midases, the regular plastic ones. I have one die cast, which has that gold chrome a little bit, and then I got the Shanghai chrome, which is plastic as well. Guys, they all look gorgeous, gorgeous figures. This is one. This one is going to look amazing next. Yep. Absolutely. Test Jess in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. So. Is this something you're going to go overpay overseas for, or not really?
No way.
Is there one of the figures that just came out, the Joker, Rooted Joker, or Anakin, or Spider-Man 2.0? Are there any of those figures that you're willing to overpay overseas for, or not really?
Maybe the Anakin, but
maybe the Anakin. Yeah.
But that would be it. Like, I wouldn't, because I already have the 2-pack Rooted from InArt, so it's like, I'm in that situation where like I am going rooted, but if not, it's like the collectors is like I think the GOAT of all of it.
Yeah. But
To be
again, guys,
honest.
there's going to be no difference with the body, so don't think you're getting anything new regarding that. It's literally going to be a reused Mark 7 with, just different paint, same accessories, different base, and there you have it. Yeah, nothing different at all whatsoever. Just going to be another die-cast figure, and just
It has presence, but
absolutely. We're going to get into the king, the king, the king of Jokers. I don't want to hear anything. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to get into Tony. So,
no.
so listen to this. So, remember, guys, that in the pictures, in the promo pictures for this Iron Man, this head sculpt looked ugly. Super ugly. This ugly tan. I guess the lighting that they were using. Look at this figure, right? Look at this head sculpt right now. This thing is a 10 out of 10 just in pictures. Just like I told you, figures, head sculpts that you see that don't look great in pictures, you better believe that. Well, number one, you got to wait until you get it in hand. But number two, if they look great in pictures, they're going to look amazing in hand.
Right.
This one didn't look great, but with the promo pictures, as for whatever reason, some tend to do. Like not everything looks great in the promo pictures. But look at this thing right now.
I just kind of wish his stare would have been looking straight for some.
Well, he's looking up for whatever reason, and I don't like it when they do that. And they do that on purpose.
That's the only thing.
Right. They do that on purpose to give it, and again, it's got the separate, the rolling eye system. But
oh, snap. I didn't even.
No, it does. But that's not the point. It's just, why would you have him looking up as a picture? You know what I mean? As a promo.
Yeah. Just show me straight up.
Straight. Yeah, right. If you want to show off the functions of the rolling eye system, then have them looking to, left and right, but not up, because it looks funky.
They do that to give it life, though. Like
exactly. No, I know why they do it. It's just, it doesn't work every time, Mm-hmm. Like, for example, like here, look, he's looking to the side, and then here he's looking down. So, it is what it is. But the head sculpt, look at that. This is a 10 all day long. I
like the hair sculpting. Like, that's absolutely crazy. Like, it looks immaculate. Like individual
immaculate strands. That looks perfect. So we got that, guys. So that's exciting. Again, I told you guys they're gonna look great. The Doc Ock head sculpt is gonna look great.
Oh, I can't wait.
The Mark 6 head sculpt is gonna look great. Just you wait and see. You heard it here first. So now we're gonna get into the king Joker. We're not getting into Anakin. We're getting into the king, because just look at this. All right. For the InArt lovers who said InArt was going to take Hot Toys out of business, and that was the end of Hot Toys, and InArt made the best Joker, and this is why you don't mess with Hot Toys. Right here. This is the sculpted Joker. Okay. And this thing blows InArt's Joker out of the water 1 billion times over. Does it mean that they don't have a good product? Like I tell you guys all the time, it was a 9 for me. It was a great product. It'll never be better than Hot Toys. Period, point blank, end of story. I told you this from the beginning. You guys wanted to jump in the InArt, bandwagon for whatever reason, and that's okay. You guys got excited because there was a new company in town and blah, blah, blah. Well, again, there's nothing wrong with it, but all that company's doing is pushing Hot Toys to show them up, pretty much, because that's what they've been doing with everything after that Joker. People say that, which again, I know it has nothing to do with it, but people say that the Wonder Woman suddenly, the Wonder Woman it came from from the Joker being rooted. Absolutely not. As you can see, Hot Toys already had their own little world that they were working on, and then they were just waiting for the opportunity to get involved with it. Why all of a sudden an Anakin? Why not just the Joker? Right? If it was strictly about competition, and Hot Toys was going back at InArt, right? That's what people think, that Hot Toys is going out of their way to, you know, compete with a company that just came out of the woodwork. Like, that'll never happen, you know? So that's why Hot Toys comes out of left field with stuff like this. You know, nobody expected an attic, and nobody expected an entire whole line called the Artisan, you know, line or whatever, Artisan, you know, whatever they're calling it. Nobody expected that. We just thought we were going to get more DXs. I even said it's going to be a fancier DX. It has to be, and they still named it DX, you know? It's just DX Artisan. So, you know, they already had all this stuff planned. They were just waiting for the opportunity to do it. That Wonder Woman is a celebration piece, right? So it's not even like, oh, they're doing it a rooted Wonder Woman to go back at InArt. No, it had nothing to do with that. It was an easy figure for them to make because they had just made that Wonder Woman 2 figure with the sculpted hair. So again, we know that Hot Toys reuses head sculpts over and over and over. And remember what I'm about to tell you right now. This head sculpt that you see right here on the screen will be reused for another figure. Yeah. Remember this conversation. It'll be used for another figure. There is absolutely no way that Hot Toys is making this figure, this brand new head sculpt. They kill it because it's perfect, and they're never going to reuse it again. Never happen.
And that tongue little action is like a little bit like of icing on top for it to be like just reused once.
So what I think can happen is, number one, this is 100% getting reused, but how? So is it going to be reused for a bank robber Joker? Who knows? Because obviously we know that's a different look, but it could, right? They could just tweak it a little bit, and that's it. Or, you know, I've talked about the Nurse Joker for a long time, right? I feel like it's a necessary figure. I think it's an easy figure for them to make. I think the problem with that is it'll be a very basic figure for them to make. You know what I mean? It'll be a body with just a nurse outfit, you know, most likely elbow joints exposed. You know, the knees will probably be covered by the outfit, but, you know, just very basic. And so that's why I doubt the fact that they'll ever make a Nurse Joker, even though, again, it's a very important figure. So are they going to make it? I don't know. It's more likely for them to make a Joker bank robber 3.0. You know what I mean? They've already made 2, so why not a 3rd, right? But again, this head sculpt will be reused one way or another. They have to. It's a brand new head sculpt. And because of the fact that there are different versions of the Joker, of this Joker specifically, they're going to have to reuse
that guy, even in that video, when they were talking about this Joker, that Hot Toys video that they released, he even said that the character itself, like Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight, had so many different looks on screen just because the paint, you know, changed like over time, just, you know, constantly day in and day out, you know, on screen, because he would, you know, smear it or, you know, lick his lips like one way or whatever. It was just constantly always ever changing. So throughout all these scenes, his makeup was never it was never the same. So they said that they chose one of the more, you know, classic looks, or a look that seems like could be the look of the character entirely, I guess. And, you know, I definitely think that this character alone, specifically for and like any you know, all the IPs, I think this character alone in this rendition has an open door for a lifetime, because they could just alter this character so many different ways and it would be fine. They talked about, you know, the look when, you know, he was dangling, you know, what's her name?
Rachel Dawes.
Rachel, yeah, when he was dangling Rachel at the party, like that's one of the things too. So
no, and he looked different in some of
in
the
every
shots.
way.
Some of the shots, he looked completely different. Mojo in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. He says the Mark III suit was the first to fly a combat. That's true, because you remember he went up with the silver suit with Mark
you
II.
see,
With the Mark II, he went all the way up. He froze it, and then I think he came back down, fixed that, and repainted it.
You
So
see, thank you, Mojo. A lot of people don't really like to shed light on the Mark III,
you
but
know what I think it is? I think it's the color that I don't like about the Mark III.
why?
That dark, I
That's
don't
the
know. It's
that's
that dark red that I don't like because Mark IV, it gets a little bit lighter. That
okay,
red,
but the character itself, like his color is that. So why were you trying to keep lightening it? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I think that's my least favorite color of the suits. Even though that's like the most original one, that's like my least favorite. Flavio Ecto one isn't gonna be included. This guy,
wow,
unbelievable.
unreal.
Rob says, looks like
Too soon.
posing is going to be really good. Yeah, so that's another thing. The body,
I
the
was
body is gonna be insane.
I was just gonna say that.
It's gonna be beautiful. Look at this. Look at the texture. Look at the amount of texture. The InArt figure has some on the cheeks,
But not as
but
much as
not
this.
as much, not anywhere near as much. Look at that. You got it all on the eyes. He looks like he's got smoker skin.
It's
That's how
crazy
wrinkly.
because that's what I was like. This is the biggest thing that I'm trying to decipher. Like, so far, I will say, like, because I can't compare this with my rooted like head sculpts that I have like in hand. But for me, so far, I like the InArt hair. Like, it's just catching me, just like your eyes gravitate towards the hair more than anything else. Let's just put it that way. Like, if you went rooted, I don't like InArt sculpted whatsoever. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. From day one, I didn't think that it looked good. I thought it didn't have enough definition like this sculpted does. But the face sculpts, this has a lot more definition than that InArt one. I will say the expression that InArt chose is very easy to gravitate to as well, because it's kind of that
Well, it's
like
more playful. It's more
it's that
playful.
maniacal, like, hey, I'm the Joker. But this one I love. You know why? Because it's the epitome of how Heath Ledger was actually feeling in character. Like, he was like that
This
Joker. You know what I mean? Like, the InArt one was more that. And
right.
there's a two different. It's very tough. But this one, look at that right there. It's just like that. Like, dude, you remember
He
seeing
looks
the
like he's about to
posters?
say something.
You remember seeing the posters before going to the movies? Like, this was it gives me goosebumps, like, remembering this. Like, I remember there was a full-size tumbler outside of my movie theaters. Like, this thing had so much hype to it, and he just played the character so well. And
Oh yeah, he did.
I think Hot Toys did overall way better. And I feel that because just looking at it, like, on the pictures, I feel like I can feel a Hot Toys body already, and
Yes,
feel how
yes.
heavy this is going to be compared to my InArt one. Being
No,
somebody that doesn't have,
I don't think it's gonna be heavier. I think it's gonna be actually lighter. And it's gonna be the joints are gonna be a lot smoother than InArts. I have a feeling that's gonna happen.
no, but I think it's going to feel heavy, like a heavy Hot Toys body.
Oh, because it's not hollow like like the InArt body to be removing the magnets and the arms and stuff like that.
Well, but
That's probably gonna be it's true.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, nobody had InArt, so you're thinking of it like, what does InArt feel like? Like, when you have a Hot Toys, you know already. So, like, looking at this picture, I'm like, all right, this is kind of gonna feel like maybe like a Mando, like, you know what I mean? That heavy style body, but like with the tailoring, like the coat, like, I think it's gonna be perfect. I think just overall.
No, the figure's gonna be beautiful, guys. I'm telling you, people wouldn't be bugging out over it already when it hasn't even, it's not even out for pre-order. Not only that, but a ton of people are selling their InArts already just because they know who's king. If they really, wanted to stick with InArt, they would have never sold their figure. Remember, this is InArt's very first figure. And the reason I bought it was, number one, to try the product.
Right.
Even after what they did, I just said, it is what it is.
Right. 100%.
My only two products from them, like I've always been saying, I got the double pack sculpted, and I'm getting that B version Pennywise, just to get the different sculpt from the obviously from the Hot Toys one. So those are the only two I've said from day one that I'm getting. After that, I'm done. And so this Joker is going to be, as of the moment it's out in people's hands, it's going to be the best Joker out there ever made.
I think so.
Absolutely. And you
Yeah.
guys are going to remember this conversation when you see this in hand, and you guys are going to be like, holy crap, this is incredible. It's going to be one of the best figures from Hot Toys you'll ever have, one of the best head sculpts you've ever had. Not
And
that
the
they haven't
packaging
made,
too.
huh?
Overall, I think the packaging, like like that
Everything.
feeling that Hot Toys
Yes,
does to you,
yes.
like when you open it.
You
Like
guys are gonna
InArt was
feel-
cool, but it was like I didn't know what to compare it to. Like this, I already know all my, when I get them in, like, okay, like this is gonna be like the shit. Like
No, when you guys remember when you opened up for those who have it, actually, obviously, the original DXs, whether it was a Joker or a Batman, that big square box, and then you would open it up with the magnets, and then you would take off the main piece, and then the sponge would be there. Like, it's gonna feel even better than that, because when we got those DXs, those big, the original old school DXs, you knew that was the best of the best because of the fact that they were, that packaging you only got for those figures. So you knew you were getting, you got a DX, you were getting the best packaging, the best figure, the best accessories, everything combined was already in that DX.
Well, but sorry to cut you off. I was
go
gonna say, do you think they're gonna go all out on the artisan packaging? But do you think the regular
It doesn't look like
collectors?
it, though. It doesn't look like it. Think about it. It looks very basic. It just says DX artisan. They're not adding a tons of accessories at all. You're going to get your hands, you're going to get whatever weapon, and you're going to get that basic base.
The only reason I say that is because so far the DXs that we've been getting have been the book slide out style boxes. You know what I mean? Like the Bespin, the Ahsoka, where it slides out from the side. Do you think
those are not real DXs, right?
They're
not the original, packaging of the DXs. So that is a cheap way of Hot Toys calling a figure a DX.
Are they going to do that with this? Is what I'm asking. The collectors. Let's just say the sculpted.
I'm going to tell you this. Because of the fact that it's a new line altogether, it's not going to be anything similar to what we've gotten.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
And because of that, they're not adding much, if you really think about it. At least from what we saw for the Anakin alone. Let's just talk about the Anakin, right? Let's get to the Anakin real quickly.
Right. I think this is going to be the forefront of like what the company is moving forward to. Let's just put it that way. Like everything after this is going to, besides the previous announcements that we've already known about, because those were the previous thoughts, but like everything that's announced after this may likely be in that same scenario. Not artisan, I'm saying, but like when we get DXs and stuff, they might change it up.
Yeah, no, and again, we're not going to get any new packaging, after this for a very long time, unless they create a new line.
Right,
right now it's going to be DX artisan. Again, they don't look like they're very I had said, I don't know if you guys remember, I thought they were going to just soup up the figures and give us, like they did Wonder Woman, combine everything, for example, Anakin. So combining light side Anakin and dark side Anakin stuff and giving us two head sculpts, I think would have been the best way to go about it. Giving us light side Anakin head sculpt, dark side Anakin head sculpt, instead of giving us two, like InArt did with two Jokers. Give us one body, two head sculpts.
But I think the reason they didn't do that is because that they want to milk the releases. Like they don't want somebody to get everything in one release, because then
absolutely that's why they're not doing as many double packs anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's exactly why, because they want you to spend money, and if you want a second one, guess what? You're going to have to buy a second one.
Right.
Even though nobody's buying because of the market, that's understandable. But they still expect you to buy multiples if it's something that requires you to get.
And not even necessarily like making you go to buy a different one, but in the fact of making them separate releases so that they could be unique to each other, so that they have value within themselves, I guess, is why they do it too.
Of course. And limiting the amounts. I'm shocked that they're not numbering these figures. You know what I mean?
That's
I think
crazy.
this would have been the perfect opportunity for Hot Toys to get into numbering.
But time out.
Right.
Your Loki was, but nobody knew about that until it got to them. Is that correct?
Well, I never knew that. I didn't know the number when I ordered it. You know what I mean?
Well, the only reason I knew about it is because I remember watching MRC's unboxing about it, and that was that was an overseas release. So
Right. Yeah,
I
no,
don't that could be a situation here where they don't tell us that it's numbered, and then they just start releasing, and people are like, "Well, hey, I got artisan edition number," you know.
Thule says Hot Toys is king. Say it louder for the kids in the back, Fab. No, it's true. This is why I get how I get regarding, how people talk in the community when they don't really understand or know what they're talking about. You guys are in this hobby, we're all in this hobby because of Hot Toys, right?
Yeah,
No,
100%.
that's it. That's it. We're not here because of InArt. We're not here because of Sideshow. We're here because of Hot Toys, right?
I am.
So for anybody to be so disrespectful and so uninformed and so misinformed and so naive and so wrong about a company coming out of left field, overcharging for things, thinking that, they're going to kill Hot Toys. It doesn't even it doesn't make sense, So no, it really does.
It doesn't, though.
It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I've been here collecting for over 10 years, right?
Yo, when they
And
just
all of a
come out of
sudden,
left field,
yeah, it's like they came in. It's like, all right, the hobby's gone. It's InArt now. No more
You
Hot
can't-
Toys. Like, what are you talking about?
get out of here.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy. Peter says JC Hong did a great
Hell
job.
yeah,
Oh,
he did.
absolutely. He always does. Everything he touches.
I actually posted on that post, and he liked my comments, so I was really happy about that.
Yeah, I added him as a friend one time, and he sent me nothing. Test Jess says, sad news, Big Chief
He's a busy
Studios.
guy. What
Yeah,
can you say?
they're going out of business, guys. For those who don't know what they made, they were big on the Doctor Who line. And I remember this because I bought Amy Pond, the Amy Pond figure from that line, Big Chief Studios, years ago. And I never opened it. So I had it brand new sealed for years until maybe 3-4 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago. Maybe
Dude,
no,
that
like
could be a grail by now.
no, listen to this. So I had it for years. Since the moment it was released from pre-order, I bought it. I had it, fully brand new
Mint.
sealed. So I find it, right? Just like I found like all these Transformers and stuff. So I find it and I look on eBay and I said, let me see what she's going for. I bought her back then for like $130 or whatever it was.
What? How much?
It was going for like $350.
That's already a plus.
And I was like, that's it? No, because it's been years. I was like, that's it? I sold it for $300 and I was so happy because I was like, this thing is never going to sell. I was like, this is never going to sell. But now that they're going out of business, you know how much money that stuff's going to be worth?
How much? No way. You think?
Of course, they're gone. They don't exist anymore. So if you have that line or any of those products, you're never going to get those products ever again. So they're going to be worth something to somebody. I was like this. When I found that, I was like this. I was like, of course. I was like, I figures, because any other time it would be impossible.
Hasn't that happened to you like before, like multiple times, like on things that you've sold like in the past, like where they
No. I've done that in the past, but that never happened. Like I purchased something, like for example, the Nightmare Batman. I remember I purchased one. Listen, they were going for so much money. I remember purchasing one for $700. Okay, I bought one for $700 and I sold it for $900. That's how crazy those things were in the beginning.
That's
so
insane.
I bought 3 and I bought 4 and I sold 3. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was insane. So yeah, guys, so they're going out of business. So if you have anything of theirs, hopefully it'll be, it'll be worth something.
That's a good point right here too.
InArt Joker will look outdated. Oh, absolutely. It'll be it'll be,
because
like,
the comparisons will be good, but by then it will be like your eyes are already gonna gravitate to the new one.
yeah.
It's a
And
never-ending
guess
game.
what? And let me tell you something. And guess what? InArt won't even give up about it because they
They
already
already
made their money.
in and out.
They already, yeah, that was it. They made their money. They whoever fell for the rooted fell for the rooted. They got their money. Boom, done. It is what it is. I can guarantee you that figure wasn't made to compete with Hot Toys. It was made to make that money.
No, it was
Um,
for the hype.
it was absolutely, they knew what they were doing. They knew that they picked a character.
I think it was for the hype, but it was for a big calling in the community that people have
No,
been wanting for a while.
that's exactly what I was saying. They picked a character that they knew was gonna get everybody excited. Everybody has been asking for a Hot Toys Joker for how long? They knew that.
But that's crazy though too, because like you can never think like that. What if they never ended up doing it? How long would it have taken for us to get this Joker?
If Wu would have never done it, if InArt would have never done it,
Yeah, like if that would have never
again,
happened.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's my
Yeah,
point.
it doesn't matter now.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it doesn't matter if InArt made the Joker or not, because Hot Toys was going to make it regardless.
Of course, but I'm saying how long, like, like if you could just like imagination wise, like
I don't think that this was delayed by any means at all because of InArt whatsoever. I think, like I tell you guys all the time, Hot Toys has their plans. Hot Toys has their moves. They do what they do. Everything is calculated. Nothing is by mistake.
Well, Howard does it when he wants.
If everything's ready to go, of course he's going to do it when he wants. But if nothing's ready to go, he can't do anything. So that show that they had, regarding the Jokers with the actor and that guy interviewing them and talking about the Joker, they've never done that. As long as I've been collecting, they have never showcased a figure like that.
But they've been working with that guy way longer than, like, you know what I mean? Like, this was not overnight. Like, this has been happening.
No. What I'm saying, whatever happened, I'm not saying it was overnight. What I'm saying is them, Hot Toys, doing that showcase, that little video that they made with those two other people, showcasing the Joker has never happened.
Right.
And my point is, if it was about rooting, right? Because they only had the Joker there. So if it was Hot Toys coming in and talking about, oh, let's just talk about, this is just about the rooting. Where was Anakin? Anakin wasn't there. It was all about the Joker. So my point, when I saw the video, I immediately said, they're putting the last nail in InArt's coffin because they're showing you who the best is.
Well, yeah, because they were talking about everything. They were talking about how they made the coat. They were telling you, like, yo, and what's crazy too, when I was watching that video, I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on this, but when they were like cutting out the shirt for him?
Yeah.
Like for the Joker, and it was on the sheet, and the worker was like matching up the shapes,
the patterns.
I guarantee you, InArt is not like that.
No, that's my point.
There's no way that there is. Like, there's no way, because watching that video, I felt like I got smacked around. Like, who are you? Who do you think we are? We make great quality here.
And what did I tell you guys? They're taking this whole new rooting thing seriously. Every figure that we're going to get that is rooted is just going to get better and better and better. Just you wait. Everybody's going to want rooted everything. They're going to make people into rooting lovers, guaranteed. Yeah. As long as they keep knocking them out of the park, you're going to see everybody. Again, you guys know that I don't care for rooting, but if they start making crazy pieces and knocking them out of the park and making fire, you better believe I'm going to be getting everything rooted and start loving rooted. And probably,
I think that's going to be their way to like bridge the gap of like giving more life to the company. Like, there's going to be a point where like everything is going to have to be better than the standard. You get what I'm saying?
Uncarded says, plot twist, Howard Chan is a silent partner investor in InArt, and he's playing both sides. Can you imagine? That'd be crazy. That would be so crazy. I'll be like this.
Both.
That's Howard. That's Howard. This is Howard. Ready? One for InArt, one for Hot Toys.
Yo, no, I'm not even gonna lie though. Like watching that video is like just like truly remarkable. Bro, like one of my dreams now is to just be able to just understand, like just be able to take a tour like in one of their facilities, because I think like you can't give them flowers enough. Like it just does not
Right.
make sense on how you can make something this accurate in this like of that magnitude, in that scale. For me, like I just can't process it. Like you don't appreciate the product as like, I don't know, like as a collector, do we really appreciate the product, you know, like of what it takes to make this stuff? Like this is crazy, dude. Like imagine this being your job and you having to like successfully land this. It's a lot of pressure, dude. Like
and that's the thing. That's why, you know, that's why I will always love Hot Toys. I will always appreciate Hot Toys. Again, they're just a company. They don't owe me anything. They don't owe anybody anything, but they have to make sure that they make us happy to a certain extent.
Shit, I'll tell you.
Sorry,
I'll tell you what. Out of the whole existence of like, you know, me live it like on this planet, dealing with like different companies and whatever, like were businesses that I work at, places that I spend my money at, like I don't think I've ever dealt with a company that has checked more than all of my boxes of me being a consumer. That's just me. And whatever it is.
How big is your box? We got Figment in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being He said this guy.
This guy, unreal.
Oh,
that went left.
This is you right now.
Yo, I am, bro. Like,
oh man. But yeah, Figment in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Welcome. Chris says both rooted and sculpted Jokers. Yeah. So guys, I don't know. I definitely want to get two rooted. I'll tell you that right now. If I can't get two rooted, I definitely want one rooted and one sculpted. Is it necessary? Not really. Again, that head sculpt's going to be reused, so I don't know what to do. But what I do want is to have one with the tongue and one without the tongue. That tongue is going to look incredible. It's going to give it a different expression. It's going to change the entire figure, because now you have, you know, you don't have that obnoxious peacemaker, you know, tongue, you know, that, like, it's like too much, you know.
Yep.
This is perfect. This is part of the character. This is part of his mannerisms. It's beautiful. Commander Crew said it doesn't matter which Joker you get, either Hot Toys or InArt, you win. I don't know about that.
Well,
I don't know.
I will say, no matter what happens on that day, guys, we do all win, because there's a sculpted and there's an artisan. So,
but yeah, but going back to Commander Crook's, you know, comment again, nothing's wrong with the Joker, with the InArt Joker at all. Like nothing that, you know, that I found. My base, no problems. My figure has been, like I told you guys, months already, where I put it and I haven't touched it and it hasn't fallen over.
No user error.
No user error whatsoever. Well, when you're the veteran, you know how to you know how to pose figures. You know what I mean? So that's why I
yeah, you pose. Get out of here.
I didn't pose nothing.
He's probably in there like this.
Yeah, no, really. No, actually, I give him a classy pose. I have him like this. You have to turn the neck. You have to give him some action. So we got Flavio. Can we see the Joker expression again?
Sure.
What is it? Do it. It looks like they stole your ice cream. Unreal. We got this next DX. What is the DX? Is it DX32? Right? That's what it's called. The Joker. The DX32.
Wow, is that what it is already?
32? I think so. This makes my DX.
Yeah, that makes sense, because wasn't the Bespin like 20 something, 24?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me know, guys, in the chat if you know if it's the Joker, if it's
30, or something,
32, DX32. No, not like Mando. Heavy, like, yeah, true.
I don't know though, because that body is, that silicone type body. So I said more like Mando just because that body is more of like that black plastic style body.
Yeah, no, I think the Joker is gonna be a light body because of the fact that it's gonna be really articulated. It's gonna be really nice, and the fact that they tailored the outfit that much more, it goes to show that they had to get a smaller body because they need that thing flexing everywhere and rotating everywhere. So I think
Yeah.
it's gonna have weight to it. It's
I
just
think
not.
I think in real life though, the tailoring and everything is gonna look insane. Like it's gonna look like dang, like they shrunk this coat down. Like you know what I mean? It's gonna have more oomph to it than the inner coat and all of that. I think for sure.
Edwin Torres, how are you, my friend? He says it could be downgraded. I'm keeping my. Yeah, no. Again, don't. I don't ever suggest people, getting rid of the stuff just because something new's coming out. That's the trend every time for some reason. And I guess I understand people need to, sell their old stuff to, to make that money to invest in the new stuff. It is
Yeah.
what it is. The problem is, you know, are you really in it for the figures or just to get the newer, cooler thing? You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean by that is this. I got the InArt double pack sculpted, being, as you guys know, a hardcore Hot Toys fan, but I got those figures again. It was a new product. It was a new company. I had to try the figure. I had to try their product to know what the company was about, and to be able to talk about it. Right? There was no way that I was able to say anything about their product if I don't own it. I'm not a person who repeats what other people say. Like, for example, if 10 people in my group were to say, oh, this rooted Joker or this Joker, this inner Joker is trash, I would have no basis to say any of that because I don't own it. And just because there's a consensus in the community that it's trash, it doesn't mean that I can say that just because 10, 20, 100 people say it. I don't own it, so I can't speak on it. What if I owned it and I love it, but everybody else hates it? You know what I mean? So that's why people shouldn't do that in the community, but they do it anyway. And they just feel like, oh, well, somebody said it sucks, so I'm going to say it sucks too. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how it should work. But we know that the community is a free for all. Everybody has an opinion, and everybody, they collect a few figures, and everybody, they're experts all of a sudden. So that's why you can't really get into debates with these people because again, everybody knows everything, all of a sudden. So I just, like you guys see, I mind my business. I don't get involved with people say, oh, this is you guys see it in every group. Oh, InArt this is the best. InArt. Let them, because they clearly don't know what they're talking about. You could be a fan of the company, that's fine. You could be a fan of the product, that's fine. But that product is not better than Hot Toys. It'll never be better than Hot Toys. They can't be better than Hot Toys. They don't have the experience. Period. Just that alone, from experience alone, you cannot compete with Hot Toys. I don't care who you are. Blitzway has been around longer than InArt. They do not compete with Hot Toys, and they make fire figures. Enterbay was neck and neck with Hot Toys years ago when I first started. It was them two.
Yeah.
It was making crazy figures. They were making RoboCops. They were making quarter scales. They were making a quarter scale Terminator. They were making fire. Hot Toys blew them out of the water. Where's Enterbay now? They're stuck making basketball figures that nobody's buying, and right now they're selling you Michael Jordans for like $100. Like, you buy it, it's like 50%. Like, that's how bad it is. So anybody out there who thinks that Hot Toys is crap all of a sudden while they're collecting Hot Toys, think about that. That's how much common sense they have, that they're in a hobby collecting Hot Toys, but they're talking bad about it. But they're still collecting, but they're talking smack. Like, this is a community, and that's what happens. So don't waste your time with these people. If they love the product, let them. If they hate the product, let them. It is what it is. It's their own choice. If they paid for the product and they love it, let them. It is what it is. But anybody bashing Hot Toys over another company, they clearly don't know what the hell they're talking about. So that's why I don't get involved in that. Getting old school DX figures. Yes. Yep. You know what figure I remember opening still to this day that blew my mind, that I was like, wow, this is insane. That police Joker with the purple coat Joker, when you get the two figures, remember?
Yep.
That figure, when I opened that figure, I was like, no way. I was like, this figure is amazing. Like everything about it. The policeman outfit. That's another figure, guys,
I
that
wish I was around for all those classic releases.
there's a possibility that they could redo that too. You know, that they could give us a police Joker, a police officer Joker again. You know, the problem is, how are they going to do that? That it worked perfectly with a double pack, but is it going to work perfectly by itself? I don't know, you know, but is there going to be another Joker? Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Did you have any problems with the diecast gun with the hands? I am holding right now. He's currently holding the machine gun. He's got it. The reason why I think it's working for me is because of this.
And
So
I haven't even unboxed mine. So.
picture this is the gun, right? So instead of having the gun, him holding the gun like this, where it could just, you know, from the weight could just pull the hand down, I have the gun like this. So the gravity, it's not going to pull it down.
Right.
He has it at an angle. So it's been perfect like that for me. It doesn't mean that there's no damage being caused right now from the weight pulling at an angle, right?
Right.
So over time, I could have a weak wrist, or I could have a weak connection where the magnet is. You know, that could happen over time. Right now, it's perfectly fine. But like I mentioned when I made my video, there will be problems with that figure over time, 100%.
Yeah, I can believe that.
It's inevitable. Let's see. Peter Coco, how are you, my friend? It says maybe they will number it on the brand. No,
They'll be on the display.
they would have made it a thing already. They would have made sure that we knew about it. They would have made it a big deal, and they would have made it clear, because it's a big deal to have numbered figures. So you better believe that if it was a thing they were going to do, they would, which is why when I found out about that Loki, I was like, why would they not, make this a big deal? And then when they started promoting, they did talk about it, and I was like, oh wow! I was like, I had no idea, because for the pre-order, if they did, I don't remember. If they were numbered, I have no idea, and I don't remember that at all. But now that they are, I was like, why wouldn't they do that? And they did. They made sure we knew that it was numbered. So I think they would have done the same. Some of us are even hard for Barbie, and that's this is Luis when he gets a new female Fison. Oh my god. Fast we're collecting. Yeah, exactly. You guys don't even understand what the game used to be like. You guys have no idea on what, that golden era was. Well, that wasn't I feel like the golden era is now, but the what am I gonna call that? The beginning.
The beginning.
The beginning of the end.
The good old days.
Eric says, I bet Howard has the InArt. I can guarantee you he does not.
If he does, it's dissected just to study.
If he does, he's a flip-flopper, and I'm done with Hot Toys. Okay?
Nah, if he does, it's all taken apart just to dissect to see how they constructed it.
He bought a double pack rooted, and he burned that thing. We got Commander Chris said, I agree. InArt Joker prompted the Hot Toys to show. Yep. Yeah, no, they didn't force Hot Toys to do anything, because the line was already coming, so that's what I'm saying. It was just a matter of time. Rooted lovers. Uncarded says, the new Wonder Woman head looks good, though. It looks like she's wearing a bad lace front wing. No, she looks fine. The curls look good. She looks very, very, very nice. Here's the thing. None of us know if the rooted hair will stand. That's the thing. Believe it or not, I'm not worried about the hair whatsoever, because I think it'll be perfect. I think it'll be fine. If anything, I think the rooted InArt, I would worry about more, even though it looks fine. But I don't think the hair is going to be an issue for Hot Toys. I can guarantee you that, because remember, Hot Toys is not a company where you're constantly getting half-ass stuff. You know what I mean? When something is done, it's done properly. If there's mistakes, all around. So I think
Well, either way, if there is a problem, though, you have the comfort of going through Sideshow.
correct. That's another thing. Remember when that happened with InArt, people were worried about, well, what if that's a problem? Then what? Well, we got to ship the figure back. What do you mean? So that was one thing that was annoying with the InArt stuff. But, thank God not many people had any issues. So that was fine. Erwin says, we'll see if Hot Toys actually releases the figures, just like the prototypes we see there. Like I tell you guys all the time, you guys shouldn't be worried about Hot Toys releasing anything anymore. They have multiple factories now. They're not, everything that we've seen in the past is coming. I always mention now the Vulture. Just because we forgot about it doesn't mean it's not coming. That's coming. Again, Kit Fisto was coming. All those figures from back then are coming. Remember, there's a what if Star-Lord T'Challa. That's coming. So there's a lot of things that just because we forget about them, we're like, oh, that's never coming. They're coming. It's just it's a specific timeline that Hot Toys has to be able to release that stuff, All right. I'll let you go in a little bit. Let's see. Is the hair actually punched in individual? No, it's glued. It's glued in layers. I don't think I don't think it's actually poked in there. I think that's
I
when
thought it was.
No, that's glued. That when you poke it, I think it's for the silicone head sculpts, like the those big busts.
Oh, I know what I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, those busts. When you do the rooting for silicone, you have to put the hair, each piece one by one, like each follicle one by one, to get it to to be alone. That's why those things,
like that.
right? That's why those pieces are thousands of dollars, But for a rooted head sculpt, because it's a hard material, you're not going to sit there poking into a hard head. So oh, really? You'd be wasting your time. You would have to drill. You can't poke.
It ended up looking like that one doll off of Toy Story.
Exactly. It'll end up looking like Pinhead from the back. So that's the problem. But guys, Flavio has to head out, so he's gonna say goodbye real quickly, and then I'll continue with you guys. So go ahead, my friend.
Thank you guys for having me once again, Fab. Hope everybody has a good night. I will do my figure of the week right now.
Do it.
Boom.
The box of the week.
Tusken Raider. This is going to be my next video, so stay tuned for that. Super dope piece. Very, very historic to Star Wars, so you got to love these guys. But yeah, guys, thank you for having me again, Fab, and have a great rest of the stream.
Yes, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.
And hopefully we all get lucky on these amazing figures that Hot Toys is coming out with.
We will. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you.
All right, brother.
See you later. All right, guys. So we have Axel says, "Hello, wow." We have, if I get picked for Rooted Anakin, I'm gonna put cornrows on his. Oh my God. Tuli says Justin for Wong. Guys, Wong is coming 100%. Just wait. He is 100, and I have a feeling if he's made, he's going to be made from She-Hulk. I don't know why, but I have a feeling. We want Wong. Uncle Carter wants some watermelon. Here's some watermelon for you. I'll give you a good one. Oh man, Harold says Fabio needs to take his joke. Never, guys. I tell you guys all the time, but Harold's pictures outside, insane. Actually, I have some pictures for you guys tonight as my what do you call it? My OSC showcase tonight. So don't leave if you want to see some cool pictures. DX30. Oh, there you go. 33AE rooted. Okay, there it is. That's the ID for the what do you call it, for the Joker. Yep, Joker DX33. I knew it. Uncut this guy. I sold my inner sculpt at 0 ship. Yeah, no, I'm telling you guys. So that's what I was saying. So for somebody to get rid of, like, you sell your figure. Like, I bought the figure again to own the figure, to own the product, to have the very first product of that company, right? And I'll have that forever until I get rid of everything, right? But having it in my collection, I keep it because now when the Hot Toys comes out, again, it's not going to be a comparison, but I could have, another company's take on that character. They made it the way they saw fit. It's not wrong how they made it. They just made it their way. Now we get Hot Toys making it their way. Two completely different figures. That's what's exciting. You know what I mean? You get a Joker. I have 2 Joker sculpted from InArt. Hopefully get 2 rooted from Hot Toys. There's nothing wrong with that. But, people who sell it means that they were never, attached to that company. And pay attention to the people who are very hardcore InArt fans selling their stuff. Pay attention in the groups, because you're going to see a lot of that. Oh, InArt's the best, and they're selling their stuff to get the Hot Toys one. Unbelievable. I think that the Taylor and the InArt Joker's, but no, their figure is not bad. Their figure is not bad at all. It's not. There's nothing, again, having that issue with the base, that's annoying for whoever, has to deal with that. But the figure is not a bad figure. It's just not the best thing that everybody made it out to be. Not everybody. Whoever was riding that InArt bandwagon with, oh, this is the bet. Look who it is. It's the people who have, the guy on their shows all the time. So it's obvious. It's obvious that it's done for a reason. You know what I mean? The people always pushing this product, they benefit because they get people on their show talking about that product, so they have to be, they have to be biased 100%. I remember when Sideshow was one of the best. Yep. Sideshow's G.I. Joe's, Sideshow's Star Wars, all that stuff was amazing. The old stuff, amazing. That Scum and Villainy, that that Heroes and whatever else was called, or Jedi's, I forget what they were called. All that stuff was great. The bodies were great. I still have a bunch. Perfect. Nothing's breaking, nothing's cheap, everything's tight. Yeah, Sideshow was amazing at one point. That's why it's so depressing now. They're charging you Hot Toys prices for pieces that are worse than their old stuff from the 2000s. Insane. Yeah, Metacom. Well, Metacom was a little bit cheaper, a little bit crappier. They still make cool stuff. It was never high quality stuff, but they made really cool stuff. I still have a bunch of Metacom stuff that I don't plan on getting rid of. I'm giving some away, actually. Commander Crew, we got things. This guy. He says, a true collector who poses and doesn't wear gloves. True collectors wear gloves because they appreciate their figures. Non-collectors, you know what they do? They don't use gloves because they're never used to touching figures. They touch a figure once a year. Get out of here. High five. Out of here. So we have 3-0 just announced their new Rambo parts. Yep. That figure looks beautiful. I can't wait to get that figure. I have Rambo 1. I have 2 Rambo 1s. I have 1 Rambo 3. Actually, I have 2 Rambo 3s, only 1 displayed. I will probably get either 1 or 2 Rambo 2s. Those figures are going to be amazing. That whole line of Rambos is amazing. I can't wait to get a Rocky from them. I hope they get into Rocky because that would be amazing. Got a bog. What's got a bog? What's bog? Explain. What's bog? He's out. Yeah, everybody's saying goodbye to Flavio. He's out of here. Gotta be everyone. Peace. All right, Rob. Thank you for being here, my friend. Axel, see you later, my friend. Thank you for being here. Where the heck is the zombie? Yeah, that's another. Thank you. That's another one. So as part of that line, that what if line, that's another one. Captain America, zombie Captain America. So there's a lot of stuff still coming that, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not coming. When you least expect it, it's going to be, thrown at us for pre-order. So, don't get crazy about stuff like that. Wait, what? Flavio's YouTube? This guy, unreal. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. So what is DX? Nothing yet. 31 is isn't 31 Ahsoka? DX 31 Ahsoka? I thought it was Ahsoka. DX 32. No idea. YouTubers and content creator Matt Hot Toys were yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they did. They hyped something that didn't need to be hyped to create a false competition within two companies that are nowhere near each other in product, in experience, in anything. And that's exactly what they did. 100% right. They created this rivalry between these two companies that is not even a thing, because like I told you guys, there was no way Hot Toys was scared. There was no way Hot Toys was coming out with their Joker just immediately after the InArt Joker, because they don't care. They know where they're at. They know their place in the community, in the hobby. So they don't need to worry about anything. Give InArt 20 years experience, 15 years experience, 18 years experience, then we'll talk about it. Then that's a different conversation, But right now it's irrelevant because it's not a thing. They created it and they made it a thing. Hot Toys, please give us Michael Jackson 2.0 figures because InArt looks amazing. Yeah, that is true. The Michael Jackson looks good. I don't think Hot Toys is getting to Michael Jackson anymore. They did all that already. It would be great. I missed out on a few, so I would love to have them, but what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Again, I doubt it. And then let me see. I wanted to talk about. Let me see if there was the third party something that I wanted to get into. Of course, it's not this one. Nope, it's not this one. Yeah, no, it's not. All right. So yeah, so let me just get into my figure. You guys are gonna love this figure, guys. This figure, I love this figure. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this is my figure of the week. This is a grail for me. This is a classic for me. I am keeping this figure forever. I felt like this piece just because I looked at it, and every time I look at these two, him and Dolph Lundgren, I'm like, these figures are so beautiful. These figures are going for like insane amounts of money. I could make like $1,000 on these figures right now, and I would never. Just because, again, they're worth more to me in my collection than that money is. You know what I mean? At least I have something to show for it. Once you get that money, it's gone. So great. I love that figure, guys. Beautiful, beautiful figure. And there was also something else I wanted to talk about real quickly. And I can't remember, but I think we covered everything. But yeah, guys, let me see. Let me get this thing out of here. So that's what I want to tell you guys. So I don't know if you guys saw, I have finally opened my Stap video, my Anakin and Stap. It's up. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. I am also getting Thursday my Bark Speeders, my regular in the sidecar with Commander Apple and the that trooper. I am also getting from Sideshow my classic Loki on Friday. One of them is added to the raffle. The other one obviously is going to be open. If for whatever reason nobody picks it in the raffle, I'm just going to keep it and use it for when that second Loki comes out with the throne. I'll put that classic Loki on the throne instead of the Endgame Loki, because that suit's going to get wrinkled. It's going to get ruined if he's sitting. So I will be, I guess I'll let you guys know when that happens. But yeah, guys, I'm very excited for that stuff. I can't wait to get those figures because they look incredible. Those vehicles, again, you guys got to watch the video, but that Stap, guys, for those who have the Stap, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. That thing is beautiful. I thought it was going to be cheap as hell. It does not feel cheap at all, even though it's is super, it's all plastic. The thing is beautiful. This guy. No, I can't believe it. I can't believe that I had to go through that. I would have never expected a company to act that way. But it is what it is. I got my deposit back so far. I'm waiting for the rest. Once I get the rest, it is what it is. Some blocking will be happening, and then that's it. The step is a work. Oh, you have it? Beautiful. I don't know why it took so long to open that thing. It's been sitting here since it shipped from Sideshow when it first came out. I bought two regular and then one with the step. I opened the regular one just because the step was going to take up room, so I just left it, and then I regret not opening it earlier because the thing is beautiful. Thinking about getting another attic. I don't know, where you're going to put them, but the things are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now you know how it's crazy, man. I understand things happen. Like I get it. I get it. 100% understandable. Oh, it went to the wrong place. Fine. If they can reroute it, that's no problem. Oh, it hasn't shipped yet because of whatever. Fine. No problem. But don't tell me that you're getting it fixed. It's Friday. Nothing comes on Friday. It's supposed to be there Friday. Nothing comes on Friday. You tell me to message you Monday. So I message you Monday. Oh, he says, I'll have it shipped by Monday. Monday comes. Nothing happened on Monday. Today, Tuesday. Nothing happens Tuesday. What the hell do I look like? What do I look like going back and, hey, what's happening? Is it shipping? Did it ship? I look like an idiot. And that's exactly what he was looking for. He was looking to get me out of my place, to get me out of my element, because I'm not an asshole. I'm not a jerk to people. I don't talk down to people. But if you're going to try to play me, you're messing with the wrong one. You are messing with the wrong one. That piece to me was very special because I missed out on the original Ecto one. I don't have the Ghostbusters, so I was ecstatic for that piece. To be able to own something from that, from the movie, or at least from Ghostbusters. I don't own anything Ghostbuster. So, to end up like that, it's like, it just turns you off. You know what I mean? And for no reason. Like I said, I never had an issue with him. I never got into an argument with him. I don't know what his problem with me was. I understand what it is. He's with his little crew. I'm not part of that crew. I can guarantee you that was talked about, that was going to be done to me 100%. This was not a mistake. This was not a coincidence. This was not an accident. You don't tell somebody, I'll have it shipped by Monday, and then not have it shipped by Monday. That doesn't make sense. And he's sitting there going, oh, you're crazy. Not everybody's is after you. No, correct. Not everybody's after me, but you're doing some shady ass shit. So that was, that's the issue. But like I said, it's his loss. He lost a customer. He lost a business. He lost an acquaintance. That person is dead to me. Like I said, once I get my money, block, see ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. I meant about this guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, guys, we'll be back. I'll be back. I don't know who will be back with me, but we'll be back Saturday. What time? 9:30 Eastern Standard. We're gonna have obviously the game. Let me show you. Don't leave yet. I told you guys I have pictures, so don't leave yet. But I'm just telling you guys that I'll be back on Saturday at 9:30. Here is where we are going. So guys, these pictures, again, I only pick a few, but these pictures are amazing, amazing, amazing. What it is? What are you doing here? I haven't seen you in a year. Don't leave, guys. Wait. I got to show you guys the pictures that I picked. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, what happened? Oh, here we go. Woo! I got scared. I thought I didn't have the pictures. I was like, no. And then obviously we'll do the Saturday again. Oh, here we go. Ooh, where are you? Here we go. All right. Something's wrong. All right, never mind. It didn't work. So I guess we'll do it on Saturday, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying real quick. Yeah, I uploaded the pictures and I guess they didn't pull up. So it is what it is. Good night, the Thor. Thank you for being here. Commander Cook, thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Be Real, thank you for being here, my friend. Test Jess, live long and prosper. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. JCVD. Yeah, I love that guy. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. We actually did very well tonight. We had like 40 something the entire time. So thank you guys for staying. I really appreciate it. Obviously, the more the better, the more you guys are more active, and it just makes the conversation more fun. Stay tuned for the stuff on Thursday. Like I said, I'll be making obviously those videos on. I don't know if I should split it into 2 videos or just do a whole video like I did Spider-Man and the lizard. I put them both. Obviously, one was a statue and one was a figure, but I don't know if it's worth to do those 2 big pieces at the same time. But we'll see. I'll see how big the pieces are, and then I'll figure it out. But as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.